continues as local leaders relive and react to the events that unfolded this afternoon. Kentucky Senator Brett Guthrie was on his way to the Capitol when it went under lockdown. Our 44 News reporter Valerie Lyons gets his perspective on the matter. Plus, she has reaction from other local leaders, including Governor Andy Beshear and Senator Mike Braun, who originally planned to object to the electoral count. Valerie, what can you tell us now?
It's a day that will undoubtedly go down in history, one that can probably be summed up in one word: chaos. And on both sides of the aisle, local leaders had much to say about today's stunning events on Capitol Hill.
I was walking out of my office door when I saw the Senate adjourn and then got the text or the emergency notification to shelter in place.
That's the voice of Kentucky Congressman Brett Guthrie, shortly after moving to a secure location in Washington, D.C., as protesters stormed the Capitol building.
We are safe. We're in a safe place, so our office is safe. As of now, we believe we're in a safe spot.
He shares his shock and disappointment.
I think most people came here, almost everybody who came to D.C. this week came to be peaceful about it.
Of a protest turned violent.
But the ones who literally broke through the Capitol, assaulting police officers, are not what we need for this country. They are not representing democracy in any way whatsoever.
And across the tri-state, others took to social media condemning the violence. Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb saying passion, patriotism, and love for our nation should always and only be expressed in constructive ways, that any means of violence runs counter to who we are and is never acceptable. And Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear calling the day's events a direct attack on America.
When you try to use force, intimidation, to get what you want, to overthrow an election, to stop the business of Congress, yes, you are acting as a domestic terrorist.
Back in Washington, Indiana Senator Mike Braun, who previously objected to electoral votes, now reversing his stance, stating the day's events had a drastic effect on his decision.
100% against any of the violence and rioting, and it should never be tolerated.
Representative Guthrie says while he is a staunch supporter of the First Amendment, today's events cannot be considered protests, but rather unnecessary acts of violence. In Evansville, Valerie Lyons, 44 News.